Now on Good Morning El Paso. Breaking overnight, El Paso police investigating a homicide near a Northeast middle school. The latest from our round-the-clock news team live on the scene.
Plus, chaos and protests overnight as demonstrators rally on a busy highway in response to a deadly police shooting.
And new details on the suspected New York City bomber, what the FBI uncovered about a possible motive as he faces more charges this morning.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Breaking news this morning, protests overnight in North Carolina after the fatal police shooting of a black man in Charlotte. Demonstrators shut down this busy interstate. At least a dozen officers were injured. TV footage shows dozens of protesters on the highway facing a line of police. We'll have the latest from Charlotte coming up, but first, we do have breaking news here in the borderland. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning. El Paso police are investigating a homicide near a Northeast middle school. It began around 2 this morning, the 4000 block of Lawrence. That's near La Farrell Middle School, and that's also where we find Good Morning El Paso's Denise Olivas live. Denise.
Good morning. This morning, a one-story apartment building is closed off with red caution tape as El Paso police investigate a deadly shooting. Police dispatch confirmed with me earlier this morning that this is a homicide investigation. And the victim, now let's get to the video from shot by around-the-clock crew. The victim, possibly a man who was shot and killed. Right now, that has not been confirmed by police. We were told that a gunshot was heard just before 2 this morning. Crimes Against Persons investigators are out here talking to several people here and maybe a group of people who appear to be the victim's family. Again, that has not been confirmed right now at this point. So back out here live, as you can see, we just saw a few more police units out here at the scene, possibly just out here checking on the scene, and we've been seeing several police units come in and out of the scene as well. And we do also want to mention that the El Paso Police Mobile Command Center is out here as well, meaning that police could be out here for several more hours while this investigation continues. We do know that an El Paso police spokesman just arrived here to the scene within the last half hour, so we are hoping to get some more information about what exactly led to the shooting. As far as the middle school that is nearby here, it's unclear whether students actually attend that school. From what we are hearing, that it is just an EPISD building, so it doesn't appear that students may be affected. Of course, if we do get any more information on that, we will of course pass it along. For now, we are live in Northeast El Paso. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
All right, thanks so much, Denise, for that live update. And now for the forecast.
Let's get to Nicole Gomez standing by. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. We just have a few clouds moving into the region this morning. No rain is in the forecast, but we'll see increased rain chances this afternoon. Notice where most of the remnants of tropical moisture are taking place across Arizona, Southern California, tracking across the four corners, but most of what we're seeing this morning, just a few clouds. Our storm outlook for today, we will see increased rain chances and thunderstorm chances in the forecast for today and even into tomorrow. So some of the issues that we will be dealing with, the heat, of course, temperatures will run above average for today. We came very close to record temperatures yesterday, but it doesn't look like we'll see record highs for this afternoon. But coming up in just a few minutes, what we're going to talk about, your region temperatures, ABC 7 WeatherNet site temperatures, plus your planner for today, so you can get the kids ready for school. That's coming up at 6:07 with your weather and traffic on the 7. Stephanie?
All right, thank you, Nicole. Right now it's 6:03 and violent protests lasting through the night in Charlotte, North Carolina. More than a dozen police officers have been hurt while protesters smashed police cruisers and blocked traffic. ABC's Candace Gibson has the latest in our breaking news coverage.
Chaos in Charlotte.
Hands up, don't shoot!
Overnight, protesters hitting the streets, clashing with police in riot gear, and damaging several vehicles in widespread demonstrations lasting at least 5 hours. Dozens of protesters then converging on a major highway, blocking traffic and surrounding several 18-wheelers, pulling out the contents and setting them on fire.
The trailer. No, they on the back of the trailer as we speak right now.
A television news crew retreating from the scene after demonstrators started rocking their news van and smashing a window. The crowd started gathering after police shot a black man, 43-year-old Keith Scott, yesterday afternoon. The officer, who was also black, says Scott got out of his car holding a firearm and posed a threat.
At this point, all we know is they're in the apartment complex parking lot, and this subject gets out with a weapon. They engage him. and one of the officers felt a lethal threat and fired his weapon because of that.
Investigators say they recovered the weapon that Scott was carrying, but the man's family says he was disabled, was holding a book, not a gun, and was reading. This morning, the mayor of Charlotte pleading for calm and promising answers. Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
In Oklahoma, there was a demonstration in Tulsa over the shooting of an unarmed black man by police. Hundreds of people rallied outside police headquarters calling for the firing of Officer Betty Shelby, who shot 40-year-old Terrence Crutcher during a confrontation in the middle of a road. It was all captured on police dashcam and helicopter video. Oklahoma police say investigators found the drug PCP inside the vehicle. Attorneys for the family of Terrence Crutcher say a discussion of drugs distracts from questions about the use of deadly force.
And continue our complete coverage this morning to the investigation into the bombings this past weekend. Ahmad Rahami is facing federal charges now after investigators say he planted a series of bombs in New York and New Jersey. One bomb injured 31 people when it blew up on a busy Manhattan street. Rahami was captured Monday after being wounded in a gunfight with police, and he remains hospitalized. Rahami is already facing state charges in connection with the shootout in New Jersey. And we have new details into what investigators say they uncovered in a journal kept by the suspect. Who Rahami praised in his writing, coming up in just a bit on Good Morning El Paso. But first, it is now coming up on 6:07. And we want to talk about weather and traffic on the 7s, and Nicole Gomez is standing by with a look at our forecast. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. Here's a look at your ABC 7 WeatherNet site temperatures across southern New Mexico, where it's Hermosa Heights, we're at 76. A little cooler at Mesilla Valley Christian School at 72. So some locations seeing cooler temperatures to start out this morning. El Paso, we're at 73, partly cloudy skies with light winds in the forecast currently, and the winds will not be an issue this afternoon. Clear skies in Las Cruces, 72 degrees with south to southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. We will see increased rain chances this afternoon and warm temperatures. Notice by lunchtime we're at 88 degrees as you get the kids ready for school. By the end of the school day, 93 degrees. You can see on our clouds and radar picture we just have a few high clouds moving into the region, but no rain to start out the morning. But that will change this afternoon. We have a look at the latest future track computer model. I'll let you know how long the rain is expected to stick around. Mauricio?
Good morning, Nicole. Well, it's been a calm Wednesday morning so far traffic-wise. We're seeing a whole lot of clean and green streets right now. The major slowdown that we're noticing right now, Trans Mountain heading eastbound 33 miles per hour, but just 5 minutes ago it was a little bit slower, 25 miles per hour. Not getting any reports of any crashes or anything going on like that, so it should be clearing up pretty soon. There's a closure though going on east of Las Cruces, I should say. Mile marker 164 to mile marker 200 will be closed for 1 hour. That starts at 7:20, going on for one hour, as I mentioned. 62 miles per hour is our speed right now on I-10 heading west. 69 if you're heading east towards El Paso, and 64 our current speed on I-25. So for the most part across the borderland we're seeing traffic flow well. Now coming up at 6:17 for your weather and traffic on the 7s, I'll have updates on another closure coming up in El Paso. Plus we'll take a look at West Side drive times. That's coming up.
And we also have much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso.
Including a new group here in the borderland trying to rally voters against the proposed EPISD bond. Why these protesters say the district doesn't need the money. It's 6:08 and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Floren, Stephanie Valle, and live reports from Denise Olivas.